FNR Friday Night Rivals, presented by Consolidated Dispatch Agency, is coming to you live from the campus of North Florida Christian Schools in Tallahassee, Florida, where tonight's matchup is the North Florida Christian Eagles hosting the Jefferson County Tigers. Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Cinco. Emily Peters is our sideline reporter. Will be joining us shortly. And help me out call the game tonight from the treehouse is Eric Llewellyn. Eric, North Florida Christian starting out at 1-4, very uncharacteristic of this program. But if you take a look at the win-loss record of their opponents, 17-10. You know, a couple of 5-win teams there. Jefferson County 4-1 starting the season, their best start in years. But if you look at the combined win-loss record of their opponents, only 6-20. Now, is that going to have a bearing on tonight's game? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, it could, and it's hard to tell. There are no common opponents there, so it's really hard to tell. I think as far as keys go for this one tonight, North Florida Christians really struggled a lot. Only 4 touchdowns in 5 games. I think their defense and special teams really need to step up, whether it's getting them scores or getting the ball in better field position for them. And I think for Jefferson County, the opposite's true. They just really need to protect the football. As far as key players go, I really like Kyle Esteban for North Florida Christian. Leads the team in interceptions, leads the team in receptions. He's going to be a guy that's going to need to have a big night. And then Malik Jackson for Jefferson County. He's their quarterback. He's the guy that's going to touch the ball the most. He's the one that's going to be most responsible to keep the turnovers down.
Very good. Thanks, Eric. Well, the exciting action of Friday Night Rivals kicks off next on Tallahassee CW. Welcome back to the campus of North Florida Christian in Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn with you. Emily Peters on the sideline. Emily, how are you tonight?
Ben, this team is not only very young, their roster is very small, and they have 7 kids in 8th grade suiting up in North Florida Christian jerseys tonight. I spoke with first-year head coach Johnny Nichols, and he said this team lost 23 seniors last year. Most of them played and started, and some of them are playing at the collegiate level right now. And this team that he has now, he said they're very young. He's still working through some things, and he said we're going to do our best to get these guys some rest, keep them hydrated, and we'll see what they can put together against Jefferson County tonight, Ben.
Thank you, Emily. We're about to have our shoebox kickoff. Riley Smith about ready to kick the ball off. Caleb Macon and Javontrez Bellamy back for Jefferson County. Thank you all for joining us this evening. And here's the shoebox kickoff. The shoebox, home of the happy feet. End over end kick, fielded at the 10-yard line. Going the long way across the field. Makes the turn. Heading downfield to the 40, 50, 40, 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he going to make it?
No way.
He's in the end zone for a touchdown. However, we do have a flag all the way back down. We will see if that Caleb Macon kickoff return stands.
That's an interesting call, whatever it ends up being. The official who threw the flag was at the 50-yard line. He threw that flag all the way back to the 20.
Wow.
It was a 30-yard flag toss.
Impressive.
I assume it's some sort of illegal block. But interesting to see that flag come from where it came from. Blindside block. Actually, well, they called 2 penalties there. They called a blindside block and then a hold. The hold was declined.
So that'll wipe the Caleb Macon kickoff return touchdown off the board.
I said a hold. It was illegal use of the hands was the call, not a hold, but blindside block and then a illegal use of the hands. Probably a block in the back there. That one, so they're going to refuse the second penalty, take the blindside block penalty. And there you see Jefferson County discussing that one with the official.
All right, let's go ahead and have a look at our Consolidated Dispatch Agency starting lineups for the Jefferson County offense. We've got Johnson, Ellis, Pittman, Bellamy, Scott, Footman, Chambers, Ford, Parrish,
Hatchett, and Howard. And for the North Florida Christian defense, we've got Gustafson, Long, Bodner, Boyd, Rozier, Marks, Jerry, Sapp, Esteman, Burt, and Gorham. 1st and 10 for the Jefferson County Tigers. Deep in their territory. We don't know a whole lot about this Jefferson County offense. Our typical source for stats these days is Max Preps. Coaches often refers to Max Preps, and there's no stats for the offense. They've got lots of defensive stats, some impressive stats on the defense, but nothing for offense. So it's kind of a guessing game as to what we're going to see here tonight on offense. Maybe that's how they're so successful this year, Eric. Keeping the teams guessing. Pistol formation.
Hard count there.
Yeah.
They got some movement out of the North Florida Christian front, but nobody crossed into the neutral zone.
Malik Johnson, your quarterback. And
handoff. As the handoff happened, the defender was right there for North Florida Christian. It was Jackson Gustafson.
Yeah, I mean, like he couldn't decide whether he was going to hand off to Bellamy or not, and take a loss there. And 2nd down for the Tigers, still deep in their own territory again. Going with the hard count. Looks like it might have worked. We'll see if a Tiger flinch first. And nope, they will call that offside against North Florida Christian. Give them a little room to breathe. We'll get a good look at it right here. Yep. Good look at new head coach Johnny Nichols. Second down. Bellamy gets the ball. Comes outside. Gain of about 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd and short.
Outside run, just beat everybody to the corner there. Turned it up. Close to the 1st down.
Pitch play. Don't see a lot of those anymore.
No. Yeah. A lot more outside zone where you go with the wide handoff. That's going to be an offsides call against North Florida Christian. That one was also on Bryson Boyd, who had the last infraction as well. And those are the kinds of things you can't afford to do when you're a 1-4 team.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a senior too, right? Yeah. You can expect, there's a lot of youth on this team. You'd expect that from the youngsters, but the senior, you'd expect to have that composure and not be jumping offside like that. So if our first Anderson and Hart first down of the evening, Anderson and Hart, because you matter.
Interestingly, not a lot of seniors in this game at all for either team.
Malik Johnson alone in the backfield. Takes the snap, looking for a hole, and is brought down.
56 players between the two rosters. Jefferson County has a roster 30 players. North Florida Christian's roster is only 26 players. Each team has 5 seniors.
Marcus Rozier, who made that play, plays like 2 players. Leading tackler, 50 tackles and 5 tackles for loss coming in this ball game. A little bit of a loss on the play, 2nd and 11. Johnson. Oh!
Boy, Arius Burt had an eye on that pass, almost jumped it and just went off his hands there. That was likely going for a score if he's able to wrap that ball up.
Burt, one of the few NFC players that was on this team playing last year as a true freshman, had some playing time. Only a sophomore, but been one of their more successful ball players on offense and defense. That'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and long. Johnson fires the ball deep downfield. He's got a man. Incomplete.
It's going for Xavier Miller, who had a couple of steps on the defender there. That ball just overthrown a little bit.
So 4th down and long here for the Tigers. Get a good look at the deep ball.
The punter is the quarterback.
So Malik Johnson is the punter. Whenever I see a quarterback that plays punter, I always think of Danny White, who was my favorite quarterback when I was a kid. Low kick, low snap, kick. It's going to take a roll out of bounds to the North Florida Christian 45-yard line.
Very fortuitous bounce for Jefferson County there.
Let's go ahead and get a look at the Consolidated Dispatch Agency starting lineups for the North Florida Christian offense. We've got Coyne, Burt, Sapp, Gorham, Purcell, Esteman, Boyd, Marks, Bodner, Long, and Gustafson. For the Jefferson County defense, Gilliard, Macon, Brown, Pittman, Grayer, Chambers, Crumity, Perry, Spearman, Ellis, and Chambers. A lot of those names should look familiar from the first set of lineups that we saw. There's a lot of two-way playing on both these teams. As we mentioned, short rosters. There's going to be some sweat expended tonight from both these teams. Playing hard, playing long. 1st and 10. Coyne looking for a receiver. Not able to make that connection. Trying to get the ball to Darius Burt. Arius Burt, I should say. Tommy Coyne on the season, 506 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Came into the season, they had another quarterback on the roster.
Yeah.
Warmack. Warmack's not on the roster anymore. We saw him Monday night.
Yes, we did.
Playing for Leon.
Yep.
Kind of a different thing we're not used to seeing a lot of, but a midseason transfer. Warmack left the team. Coyne, the starter. 2nd down. We've got a handoff. That's Bird. Bird he's still on his feet.
Yeah, he looked like he was headed out of bounds there. Then he just kind of turned the shoulder towards the goal line, dipped it a little bit, and got himself a couple extra yards after contact.
12-yard gain for Arius Burt. It's an Anderson and Hart 1st down. You get a good look at it right here.
It looks like he's going out of bounds, and then you see him make that right turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jefferson County thought he was headed out of bounds as well.
Ball now at the Jefferson County 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Coyne hands it to Burr again. Burr up the middle, lowers his head, drives the ball down to about the 38-yard line.
All right, so you bring up Danny White.
Yes.
One quarterback had more punt attempts than Danny White.
Tom Tupa.
One full-time quarterback had more punt attempts than Danny White.
I like my answer better, Tom Tupa. I'm going with that one.
You have to go back a little further than Tom Tupa.
I don't know. Enlighten me.
Norm Van Brocklin.
Van Brocklin. I didn't realize he was a punter.
He had over 500 punt attempts.
Wow.
Here's another one for you. After Danny White, who's the next most accomplished quarterback who also was a punter of some significance?
Tom Tupa, of course.
No. Have to go back further than Tom Tupa.
I don't know.
I'll give you. Should I give you a team hint?
Sure.
Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers.
Dan Pastorini.
I almost said that, but I don't remember him punting. As we got a ball deep downfield, incomplete.
316 career punt attempts for Dan Pastorini.
I didn't know that this was your wheelhouse here, quarterback/punters.
Yes. Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
He had 20 career punt attempts.
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann also did some punting too.
It wasn't pretty.
Cunningham, didn't he have like a 90-yard punt?
I believe he did, yeah. So we've got a third down here now, ball at the Jefferson County 39-yard line.
Tom Toop had like a career completion percentage of like 43. Excellent punter, though.
Yeah. Coin, high ball, incomplete. Attempt was trying to get the ball to Eric's key player of the evening, Kyle Esteman, for the Eagles. Looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field here. Yeah, let's get a look at the pass.
This has been a struggle this year for North Florida Christian. They've mentioned it in the open. They only scored 4 touchdowns this season. Their one win was a 10-2 victory over North Bay Haven.
North Bay Haven, yeah. There's the snap. Coin feeling some pressure. Find the ball. Deep downfield. He's got Esteman, and touchdown Eagles! 39-yard touchdown pass on a 4th down and 6. Tommy Coin, Kyle Esteman. North Florida Christian Eagles scored themselves their first Western Trawick Electrical Contractors and Data Communications touchdown.
Well, I'll give you a little thing to be excited about if you're a North Florida Christian fan. Looking at Kyle Esteman out there, tall, lanky receiver. You saw him beat his defensive back soundly there, haul that one in. He's only a 9th grader.
Wow.
And when you start to project out growth and maturity and those kinds of things, that's probably a name you want to remember for the next 3 years around Tallahassee as far as high school football goes.
Riley Smith's extra point is good. We'll go ahead and send it to break, showing you that touchdown right there. Don't go away. It's the Bear No Heating Air Friday Night Rivals on Tallahassee CW.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Awards for You. Encourage, recognize, celebrate.
Back with you from North Florida Christian, Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn. We've got Emily Peters on the sideline. She's going to give us a little bit more information about our touchdown receiver, Kyle Esteman.
Yeah, Ben, when I spoke with head coach Johnny Nichols, he had really, really good things to say about Kyle. He's also one of those freshmen that are out there, but he said his future is bright. He's going to be a really good football player. He's tall, a great route runner, and he has great hands like we just saw. They're trying to find more ways to get him the ball, but, you know, like he said, he's a 9th grader, and this is his first time playing with the varsity squad, competing with older kids, trying to make plays, and he works hard every day, so he's got a bright future.
He came into tonight with 21 catches, 286 yards, and 1 touchdown, averaging 13.6 every time he grabs one, and, of course, had that 38-yard touchdown before we went to break.
It's a nice pass, too. I don't want to, while we're heaping praise on him, I don't want to forget about Tommy Coyne there on the throws. A perfectly thrown ball.
Short kick fielded by the up man, Xavier Miller. Miller progressing downfield. And out of bounds right about the 18-yard line. I believe that might have been the kicker, Smith, who was able to get him out of bounds. So Jefferson County got what they needed, responding to the touchdown with a huge kickoff.
I think it's Brody Dawkins that got him. Riley Smith, the kicker, was about 5 yards further downfield. Oh, no, it was 7. Arius Burt who got him.
So, by virtue of that long, or of the kickoff return, the ball is inside the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito is the area's most progressive garden center.
Big size advantage on the outside here, closest to us, if they decide to try to throw the ball.
Johnson on the keeper. Both these quarterbacks are thick. You know, they can lower the shoulder and kind of plow through things. Got about 6 on that play, bring up a 2nd and 4.
See number 11 there in the huddle, and Xavier Footman. Looks like he's about a foot taller than everybody else in the huddle. We've got him in the backfield. Nope, that's not him in the backfield. That's 1, not 11. There's 11 going out to the right side. Trying to throw balls up in the air and let him go up for him.
From the pistol, Johnson hands off to Bellamy. Bellamy changes his trek, gets to the outside, and a touchdown for the Tigers.
Ran into the middle. There was nothing there. He just bounced it outside and almost walked in.
Jovontrez Bellamy, 11-yard touchdown. It's the first Weston Trawick touchdown for Jefferson County tonight. I love this. Nothing to the right. Changes course, goes left. Waltzes into the end zone. This will be Ivan Aviles coming in for the extra point. Kick, end over end. It is good. Tie ball game. Jefferson County strikes back. We'll send it to break. It's the Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Consolidated Dispatch Agency. Welcome back to North Florida Christian, Tallahassee, Florida. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. We've got a 7-7 ball game. Both teams have scored on their first possessions. If you missed it, Kyle Esteman from Tommy Coyne, 38-yard touchdown reception. Put NFC leading this one 7-0. A short kickoff resulted in a rather long kickoff return for Jefferson County. A couple plays later, Jovontrez Bellamy, 11-yard touchdown run, extra point good. That puts us right where we're at, 7-7. Ivan Avila is getting ready to kick the ball off on the shoebox kickoff. Line drive kick. Oh, having some trouble. Ultimately fielded at the 10. Just a few yards before he's brought down. That's Josh Sapp. That's where NFC will start their second drive of the ball game.
Mentioned the roster sizes. You'll see a lot of guys going both ways for both of these teams. So a lot of these guys will be on very short rest during their downtime in between plays or in between series. So they're going to be turning around and going right back out there again. Only 26 guys on the North Florida Christian roster.
Oh my God.
Only 30 on the Jefferson County roster.
Tommy Coyne with Arias Burt in the backfield. We got some whistles on the field. Trying to figure this out. I think they're having some time on the clock issues, trying to get it figured out. 4:52, they're going to change the clock to. And they'll huddle up and see if the modification to the scoreboard is correct. And it looks like it is. Back to football. First and 10 for the Eagles. Coyne, Burr. Burr gets to the edge and cuts in. Good job, got to about the 21-yard line. Gain about 4, we'll call that 2nd and 6.
First level got walled off there. Good speed to the outside. And second level for Jefferson County, was able to come up and make the play, but gain of 4 for North Florida Christian.
Arias Burt, the leading rusher for NFC, 50 carries, 189 yards, 1 touchdown coming into tonight's ball game. And the whistle.
North Florida Christian called timeout. They were getting low on the play clock there. Took a little too long getting lined up there, and it didn't look like everybody was exactly sure where they were supposed to be. Tommy Coyne was back there as the quarterback, kind of directing traffic a little bit and putting guys in the correct place. And then finally, timeout was called by head coach Johnny Nichols when he looked over and saw that play clock was ticking down. And they still weren't set and ready to snap the ball, so he called the timeout before they took a 5-yard penalty.
Johnny Nichols comes to NFC. He was coaching in high school in Mississippi the last 8 years. Long time before that, he was actually high school quarterback at Escambia High, 1984-85 state champs, and wasn't the biggest star on that team. That was Emmett Smith.
Yep.
Was on both those teams, but he and Emmett are still great friends even to this day. Followed him to Florida, was a backup quarterback and holder for the Gators.
There's also a defensive lineman on those Escambia teams named Lamar Williams, who was in my recruiting class at Florida State.
Okay.
Who was a state weightlifting champion, along with a high school All-American football player. Came in as a true freshman, benching like 425.
Woo-hoo. From the pistol, Coyne, Bird. Nothing doing. Jefferson County comes up big on defense. That's a big loss. Got to give credit there to Rondrick Spearman, leading tackler for this team. 59 tackles coming into this ball game. Had 22 tackles for loss coming in tonight. That's number 23.
We had a couple other guys from Escambia back in that era who played here. Robert Stevenson was an offensive lineman, very good offensive lineman, and Reggie Johnson, tight end, who ended up playing in the NFL, played for the Green Bay Packers.
Coyne feeling some pressure, fires the ball away. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Eagles.
4th down for the Eagles.
It's like the punting unit coming on.
Riley Smith pulls double duty for North Florida Christian in that kicking game. He'll handle that last kickoff and do the punting here for NFC as well.
Xavier Miller back deep for Jefferson County. Standing at the NFC 46-yard line. Low snap. End over end. Going to hit right about the 40-yard line. Heading to the Jefferson County 49. That's where the ball will be downed. And the Tigers will start their second offensive drive from there. Last time they had the ball, Javontrez Bellamy had an 11-yard touchdown run. Tied this ball game up. Don't miss the 2-hour season premiere of Superman and Lois, the final season, Monday at 8 p.m. on the CW Tallahassee.
Sideline warning there on North Florida Christian as Jefferson County takes over.
Malik Johnson all alone in the backfield. Fires the ball deep downfield, has a receiver. Oh, just off the fingertips. Xavier Miller was all, he had a couple steps on his defender.
I don't think you can throw the ball much better than that one. That's one that Miller's definitely got to pull in. You get the defensive back in that position and the quarterback leads you perfectly over the shoulder. You've got to haul that ball in when you get both hands on it, and he did.
That was Kyle Esteman on the coverage. The freshman impact player.
And Xavier Footman coming off. I don't know if he had an injury problem or an equipment problem, but he Pointed at the, looks like he was adjusting his pants over there. He pointed down at his pants, which is what caused the whistle to get blown there. So gave him a chance to get off and get a sub in for him.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers from their own 49-yard line. Once again, Johnson all alone in the backfield. Had good protection. Pass complete. Escapes the defender. Good for about a 6-yard gain.
J.P. Pittman on a hitch right there. Got the ball, broke a tackle. A little extra tacked on to the end of that play.
Pittman, one of the highlighted players that head coach Tony Powell let us know about coming to this ball game. Coach Powell himself is his first full season with Jefferson County. Doing some great things. 4 wins, 4-1 on the season. Their best start in quite a while.
Well, certainly from a result standpoint, it's different than we've seen the last couple of times we've seen Jefferson County.
Johnson on the keeper on 3rd and 4. Powers ahead.
Got enough.
He may have. We told you he's kind of a thicker quarterback.
Eagle defenders.
We've had a couple of games with Jefferson County over at Wakulla High School against Wakulla, and both of those were games with a running clock in the second half. Wakulla handled them easily, and these were teams that I don't think ended up winning games. They went 0-10 last year.
So the officials are going to take a timeout to measure this. It's very close.
But they come into this with a 4-1 record.
Only blemish was the season opener against Hamilton County. Lost that one 2015. Since then, won 23-22 against LPCA. Beat Rocky Bayou 37-0. Then the shutout the next week against North Bay Haven. And then last week beat Weewa 18-16. Yeah, I know that guy. That's Chad Sanders. Working the crew tonight. The Chain Gang.
You have one common opponent there, North Bay Haven. You mentioned a 28-0 win by Jefferson County. NFC, that's their only win of the season, 10-2 win.
Okay.
That's got it.
We're going to bring the index card out. Hold on. Let's see.
Wait.
Yes, it's official. First down. Ball now at, let's see, at the NFC 41-yard line.
It's always been one of the things I kind of chuckle about a little bit in the game of football. We have the inexact process of spotting the football that a guy is going to do from about 30 to 40 yards away. While he's running, he's going to judge where the nose of the football ended up on the play. But then, if we get close to a first down, we are going to very, very strictly scrutinize exactly how much distance is required for the first down.
Johnson escapes some defenders with blitz picked up well, maybe too well. There is a penalty flag in the backfield.
Flag was thrown by the head referee in the offensive backfield.
A couple of defenders broke loose from the right side. Came hard on Johnson. And they will call that holding.
Jefferson County player picked up the flag. Trying to be nice to the referee, but kind of need that flag where it is. Yeah, it looked like on that play it was Jackson Gustafson who got held, the left defensive end for North Florida Christian. Happened behind the line of scrimmage, so they'll go 10 yards from the line of scrimmage there, 10-yard penalty.
Ball back at the Jefferson County 49-yard line. 1st and 20. Johnson hands the ball to Bellamy. Bellamy gets hit for a loss.
Brody Dawkins, good penetration there.
Number 5.
Met Bellamy in the backfield as he was getting the football. Little bobble on the handoff there, and it wasn't really the cleanest of handoffs. Jefferson County is lucky that ball didn't pop out after Bellamy was hit there, because he was still kind of trying to get the ball into his hands and into a secure position as contact was made.
Loss of 4 on the play. It's a 2nd and 24 from about the Jefferson County 45-yard line. Johnson feeling some pressure, rolls to his right. Looks like he's going to keep the ball. Heads up field, makes a nice move. Still on his feet. And he gets the first down. Needed 24, got about 26 on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. And just a really, really good run there by the quarterback, Malik Johnson. Breaking tackles, and getting enough for the first.
We'll show you that on replay when we come back from break.
Welcome back to the campus of North Florida Christian. We're all tied up 7-7, getting ready to get this second quarter started. And the Tigers are headed back out to the field, led by first-year head coach Tony Powell. To add to you guys' conversation, he has had a lot of success year one, and I talked to him, what is it that's really working for you there? And he said, I just wanted to buy in. I'm from this area. Jefferson County was always a very elite program, and I know this program can do better. I know I can lead them, and I want to change the culture here. Something else that was a huge priority for him when he got to Jefferson County's campus was establishing a weightlifting program. His previous stints at different high schools, including Cairo, that was a huge priority for them, and they didn't even have a weightlifting program before he got to their campus. So that was number one, and just establishing some structure is what he's working on now.
Number 5 for Jefferson County.
Thank you for that, Emily. You're right. This program has won 5 state championships. The last one was back in 2011, so they have been an elite program before, and head coach Tony Powell has it in his design to make it an elite program again. That first run there was Javontrez Bellamy. Looks like no gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 10. What a heck of a run there by Malik Johnson to end the first quarter, though. 26-yard keeper, able to get a first down. And a whistle on the field.
Had a teammate from Jefferson County High School, Alfonso Williams, Alicat. Excellent special teams player. Very good special teams player.
And they're called delay a game on Jefferson County.
Hey, can you hear? I can't hear them.
Johnson being patient. Oh, got hit out of bounds. Are they going to call it?
No flag on that.
Surprising.
I thought that probably should have warranted a flag and 15 tacked on to the end, but officials did not see it as such.
And I beg your pardon, that was Xavier Miller.
Good view. That's well out of bounds when he gets hit there. And granted, Brody Dawkins you could see him making an effort after the hit to try to grab onto the guy to hold him up, but still, he's almost off of the extra wide white part of the sideline there. So he'd almost run all the way through that part of the sideline before contact was made. And usually you'll see a flag when that happens.
Miller able to get the ball out to the NFC 25-yard line. And they're going to call a penalty on Jefferson County again. Delay of game.
Another Jefferson County alum, played at FSU, Tarlis Thomas.
Oh.
Excellent offensive line. 99 national championship team, I believe.
I think you're right. Of course, the most famous Jefferson County athlete. Of course, it was called Monticello back then. Jack Youngblood.
Oh, yes, that's a good call.
Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer.
Once finished a game playing on a broken leg.
I believe that game was a Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
So pass incomplete, going to bring up a 4th down. Offense will stay on the field.
Pat Kennedy was their basketball coach.
That's
for
right.
a couple of years.
Yeah.
He's now a ranger out at Seminole Golf Course.
Is it Seminole Golf? What do they call it now? It's got a different name to it. Johnson, pump fake, firing the ball to the end zone, behind the receiver, not able to make the grab.
Now flag comes out.
Trying to get the ball to Xavier Miller.
They're going to call defensive pass interference on North Florida Christian. Now, going back to, I mentioned this earlier, you got a big height advantage with Xavier Footman, and you kind of throw that pass, but to the other side where you don't have that height advantage, you're willing to throw that ball up for grabs essentially. Now it's underthrown a little bit, so the receiver had to try to make an adjustment on it and ends up getting interfered with. But it feels like if you're going to throw one up like that, you throw it up and go to the other side where you've got such a big height advantage there. And there you see Footman in the huddle, number 11, how much taller he is than everybody in his own huddle. And he's got a significant advantage over Kyle Esteman now, who's covering him. But Esteman hadn't been on him the whole game. They've had some other players covering him that were even bigger height deficit there.
Penalty gets us a Flooring America 1st down, brings the ball into the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. We've got a pitch to the left. That's Bellamy, cuts upfield, dives ahead to about the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. Bellamy's a tall one, too.
Yeah, I got him confused. Bellamy's number 1 and Footman's number 11. Now Footman's over to the right, split out to the right.
Second and 5.
To the right.
Johnson alone in the backfield, trying to get the ball to the end zone, up, and they're calling it a touchdown. They must have been listening to Eric Llewellyn, just as he said a couple plays ago. Touchdown to the very tall Xavier Footman.
You get such a big height advantage there. You've got to take advantage of that. That's exactly what Jefferson County did for that touchdown. He ends up making an adjustment on that and really made a heck of a catch. It didn't end up being him going up for the ball in order to make that catch.
So Malik Johnson to Xavier Footman. 6 more points for the Tigers.
I think there's an opportunity on a kick for North Florida Christian to get a block.
Avila's kick is good. Your score, Jefferson County Tigers 14, North Florida Christian Eagles 7. We'll go ahead and send it to break with a good look at that touchdown pass. Back with you, Tallahassee, Florida, North Florida Christian. Stay tuned for the Stubbs Roofing and Gutters halftime report. We'll have this week's Werner Hyundai and Werner Kia Scholar athletes. We'll also talk with tonight's participating school administrators, plus Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country. All coming up in the Stubbs Roofing and Gutters halftime report. Stubbs Roofing and Gutters, your shelter through the storm. Got us a 14-7 ball game. Malik Johnson to Xavier Footman, touchdown pass. Broke the tie. Ivan Avila is about to kick the ball off.
Going back to what I was saying about the extra point, I do think there's a chance on a kick for North Florida Christian to get a hand on the ball. You saw the height on that last extra point. Didn't get a lot of height underneath it, but the snap comes back pretty slow from Jefferson County, so it gives guys time to get into the backfield to get a hand on the kick.
Oh, we got rocked.
Short kick. Looked like it was fielded by Brody Purcell right about the 30-yard line, able to run ahead for a few yards before He's pushed out of bounds. And Coach Johnny Nichols, also the offensive coordinator. Talking to Tommy Coyne and his offense before they head on out to the field.
Had success going deep on their touchdown to Kyle Esteman. He's wide to the right as part of a 3-receiver set.
Coyne, and incomplete. Passes off the mark.
Yeah, tried to go to him on a slant there. Throw was too far out in front of him.
Caleb making the defender on that one. Was able to get a hand on that. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Yeah, look how wide the wide receivers are on the near side. If we can get a shot of that. Okay, now they're sending one in motion. And flag. Yeah, I believe one of the motion man may have turned upfield before the ball gets snapped.
You know, either that or yeah, that's probably what it was.
So they penalized them 5 yards on the play. Pick up a 2nd and 15. We've got homecoming here at North Florida Christian. Might extend the halftime just a bit. That's usually how those things work.
Especially at Wakulla.
Yeah. Coyne takes the snap, runs upfield. A penalty flag comes out at the end. The snap was a little off the mark. I don't know if...
Yeah, it ended up being a broken play because of that. That's why Coyne had to tuck and run. But then they got an offensive lineman for North Florida Christian with holding as well. It's going to back them up even further. They're already in a 2nd and 15. After the last penalty, now they're going to back them up 10 more. So it'll be 2nd and 25.
2nd and 25. Oh my God.
I mean, by a technical read of the rules there, I guess he did hold, but
ball all the way at the 20-yard line. You could tell Eric used to be an offensive lineman, so he's very protective over those things. Oh!
Yeah, that's early contact. There should be a flag on that one.
And they do not call it.
Wow. So going back to the hold, what I saw that was called a hold was a guy who ended up, he actually had his hands on the outside of a guy's shoulders as he was getting pushed backwards. And I don't even know that his hands were in contact with the shoulders. They were kind of more flailing away there.
Coyne, pass complete, middle of the field, all the way down to about the 42-yard line. Long game, but still going to be about, let's see where they marked this, still well short of the first down. Pass completed there to Brody Purcell.
We saw them go for a 4th and 7 earlier. They've got 4th and about 7 again, maybe 6. This time they're going to punt.
Xavier Miller back at his own 42 return, but there's a whistle on the field. And penalty on North Florida Christian. We're called delay of game again.
He's way out there.
Ball now at the NFC 35-yard line. High snap, Smith corrals it, kicks the ball away. It's going to bounce out of bounds right about the 37-yard line of, actually 36 of Jefferson County. That's where they'll start off this next drive. So Eric, I'm definitely impressed by your key player for Jefferson County tonight, Malik Johnson. He's done he's done damage both with his legs and with his arm tonight. We've seen the touchdown pass. We've seen some running, especially that huge 26-yard run on a 3rd down and 23 on that last drive that kept it alive.
Well, he's a load back there, and really he should have another touchdown pass. Don't forget he had one that definitely would have been a touchdown that was dropped.
Yep. Johnson feeling some pressure, escapes, rolls right, jump pass, hits the receiver who's still on his feet. I don't believe he stepped out of bounds. That is a touchdown for Jefferson County.
Wow.
How about that? 65 yards. I'm amazed by he escaped and he did the jump pass.
Well,
that was J.P. Pittman on the catch and run.
And what happens there too is as he's heading towards that line of scrimmage, at the rate of speed he's going, he doesn't look like he's going to pull up. So now defenders are going to start to leave their coverage responsibilities there, and all of a sudden he stops and jumps and throws, and that's where you get in trouble there as a defense. You don't see a guy who has the appearance of throwing the ball in that situation.
Oh, fake. Pass to the end zone and intercepted.
Oh, he got it.
Not
a
good pass.
They were trying to throw it up high again for Lanzavian Footman, but it was underthrown and picked off by North Florida Christian.
We're going to go ahead and get a look at this touchdown. There's the jump pass.
It's something to throw that ball that accurately while you're jumping up in the air going forward.
We'll go ahead and send it to break. Near the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Barano Heating and Air play of the game. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. This is definitely a candidate for that.
Well, you could see it from the wide replay shot right there where defenders started to come towards the line of scrimmage to try to make a play there on the Jefferson County quarterback, Malik Johnson. That jump pass and J.P. Pittman.
Avila's getting ready to kick this ball off.
Florida Christian didn't have enough players on the field. They were one short, and then two guys tried to run on to go to that spot, but they've got it all figured out and lined up properly now.
Kick fielded at the 20. That's Bird trying to get to the 30 and able to get to about the 32.
Got a flag down back at about the 42-yard line. Another blindside block. This time North Florida Christian, the guilty party. Jefferson County was called for that earlier in the game.
Ball going to be moved all the way to, it's like about the 17-yard line.
It's not been the crispest of football halves we've seen.
1st and 10. Coyne going to keep the ball himself. And nice run.
There's another bad snap there that Coyne had to handle. Did a good job, again, getting that ball under control and then turning that into a positive play. That time it wasn't a broken play. They were able to go with what the play was designed to do. But he's just got to start it off with a little bit more effort to try to gather that ball in.
Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2. That's Burt on the handoff. Hits the edge, turns upfield. Flag is down.
Nope, they waved it off.
Okay. That should be good enough for a 1st down. I say that, but they're not moving the chains.
Now everybody's figured that part of it out.
And yes, 1st down.
1st down for the Eagles.
Team looks at the sideline for the call from head coach Johnny Nichols. Coyne on the carry, getting upfield. Past midfield all the way to about the 41-yard line of Jefferson County. How about Tommy Coyne?
We saw them in their walkthroughs before the game, walking through, running through a lot of keeper plays for Coyne at that quarterback spot. And they certainly got a big play out of that one.
Yeah, 30-yard gain for Tommy Coyne.
Florida Christian going a little hurry up here.
Arius Burt Plants the foot, runs upfield. Give out a gain of 3 on that play.
But a few times where Arius Burt looks like he's beat everybody to the edge there, but Jefferson County doing a good job of pursuit, making up ground on Burt when he tries to go outside. And they've done a good job of taking what looks like are going to be significant gains in the running game and smothering those on relatively short 2, 3, 4 yard gains once they catch up to them.
Coyne. Screen pass to Burt. Effective play. Burt still on his feet. The sophomore getting all the way down to the 16-yard line into the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone.
Anytime you see a mass of defenders coming through that unobstructed, you know the screenplay is coming. They had just one guy there to beat, and a good job blocking by Preston Marks. Yeah, that was the one block they had to get to turn that into a pretty substantial gain, and they got it.
That play was good for another Flooring America first down. Flooring America, where friends send friends.
Jefferson County defender thought he got held, but no flag.
Coyne keeping the ball. Running effective. Look at him still getting downfield.
Dragging guys for about a 12 or 13-yard gain there.
We were, before the game, we got to look at his size without the pads on. We're like, that's a thick quarterback right there. He showed he can drag some defenders. Look at him go.
Yeah, watching him, you wouldn't think that he would be as effective a runner as he is, but he has been extremely good in that aspect of the game here tonight.
First and goal for the Eagles.
Jefferson County timeout.
So Coyne able to get the ball inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal from there.
This has been a very good drive for North Florida Christian. They took that 7-0 lead. Then they get 3 straight scores from Jefferson County to fall behind 20-7 and get the ball back after that last touchdown. And now they have an opportunity for a big drive to pull back to within 1 score, and they've done an excellent job here on this drive. Now they've got to finish it. Got the ball down inside the 5-yard line.
During the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Barano Heating and Air Player of the Game. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. 4:13 to go in this first half. First and goal for NFC. Tommy Coyne with Arius Burt in the backfield. Coyne's going to keep the ball, look for some blocks. Let's see where. Hard to tell by this angle how far he got up to the goal line. Maybe gain a yard or 2 there. Yep, down to the 2.
Jack Gorham checking in for North Florida Christian. They don't need a long play here.
From the pistol, Coyne to Burt. Burt trying to get to the edge. He does. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, there's that outside run again, and once again, Burt got to that edge quickly. This time he just had to run to the cone, and he was able to beat everybody there, or I should say pylon, not cone. And he was able to beat everybody there and make this a 1-score game again.
Get a good look at the run. Use that speed. Get to the corner. Another Weston Trawick Electrical Contractors and Data Communications touchdown. Weston Trawick, building, connecting, powering 24/7. Smith on for the extra point. It's up and good. Your score, Jefferson County 20, North Florida Christian 14. Get a good look at Arius Burt right there, only a sophomore. Despite being a sophomore, he's one of the more experienced Eagles on this ball club. Got to play with them just a little bit last year. Last year had 5 catches, 45 yards. 21 tackles on defense as a freshman. So 3:27 to go in this first half. A lot of scoring. Anything can happen. Jefferson County has shown us that they can score quickly. And short little
onside
squibber, yeah. Jefferson County able to recover. Really good starting position here at the 46-yard line.
That one was odd because it looked like an onside kick, but it didn't look like the right side of that formation for North Florida Christian was aware it was an onside kick.
Mm-hmm.
The path of the ball was that of an onside kick, but the pursuit by the coverage team was not that of an onside kick. And like you said, puts Jefferson County in real good field position with 3:27 left on the clock here in the half. Nice
job by Vinquez Chambers.
Yeah, fall on that ball. Don't try to do too much with it. Your team's in a good spot there if you just recover it, so make sure you recover it.
Well, we got this moment. Let's go ahead and talk about our game next week right here on CW, 7 o'clock. Childs versus Lincoln at Gene Cox Stadium. We got to see Lincoln demolish Leon 59-7 on Monday night right here in Friday Night Rivals. Sure are. First down, Johnson. Pass complete. Receiver gets loose. There is a flag on the field, but the receiver is loose right now. We'll focus on that. Gets to the end zone for what might be a touchdown. It's Dorian Brown.
Back. Holding called on Jefferson County.
Negates what would have been a 55-yard touchdown pass.
Well, that'll be a spot. The penalty was at about midfield. So they'll go back 10 from there. It'll give them first and about 14, I believe.
There's head coach Tony Powell.
First and 16.
Nope. Once again, impressive distance on the flag toss, Eric.
Very. Not quite like that other one. I don't know that we'll top the 30-yard flag toss we had earlier tonight.
Nah, we're not going to get a look at it.
Well, it was on Linzavian Footen in there.
Oh, I was talking about the flag.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the penalty. It started there, and then he kind of he blocked the North Florida Christian player out of the picture. But you could see the hold was starting at that point.
So it was a spot foul, so technically lost 5 yards. So first and 15, 16. 6 yards. Okay, Eric, fine.
Well, I did it. I said the wrong thing first and then corrected myself, too. So
Johnson, he's got plenty of time. Decides to keep it himself. Gets the 6 plus more. Gets thrown down after a gain of about 9 on the play.
Well, you still put yourself in about 2nd and 6 after that scramble by quarterback Malik Johnson.
There's Tony Powell, the head coach and offensive coordinator for this Jefferson County squad. The ball at the Jefferson County 49-yard line.
Tony Powell was a drummer. Or drummer? No, Cozy Powell.
Cozy Powell, yes. ELP. Oh! Ball is free.
Snap went off the knee pad of Malik Johnson. His hands were too high. North Florida Christian is going to call timeout. They're hoping they can get a stop here now that it's 3rd down and get the ball back. 2:22 left on the clock. Well, went off the hands and then off the knee pad.
So loss
Cozy Powell. Yes.
Cozy Powell, yeah.
Not Tony Powell.
Loss of a couple on that botched snap.
Toured with Genesis?
I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
We've done it all tonight. We've talked quarterbacks that punted. We've talked drummers, random drummers.
It's a good night, Eric. Yeah. I like the air.
And then now we get Genesis.
Well, this is Phil Collins. So
that's right, Phil Collins.
But in the air tonight, I can feel the little crispness in the air.
Yeah.
Can we believe it, Eric? Is it gonna start getting cool?
Fake fall.
Fake fall.
Fake fall.
It's, let's see, 8:20 on October the 4th. So Eric is not calling fall coming just quite yet. Fake fall.
I'm jaded.
We've been burnt before.
By the sun during fake fall.
Third and 9 for Jefferson County. 2:20 to go in this first half. Leading this one 20-14 over NFC. Johnson sees receiver, not able to connect. Short on the throw. Trying to get that to Javantrez. I'm sorry, that's actually Footman. It was 11, not 1. But just not able to make that completion. Jefferson County looks like they're going to be pumping this ball away.
North Florida Christian will get the ball with plenty of time on the clock. 1 timeout still for the Eagles.
Remember, this is the quarterback, Malik Johnson, as the punter, and whistle blows.
It's going to be on Jefferson County. Ball start. 5 more yards of field position for North Florida Christian as they try to, or will try to tie this up going into the locker room. Or actually, they could take the lead with a touchdown and extra point.
That's right.
After that missed fake extra point by Jefferson County after their 3rd score of the game.
High snap. Johnson able to contain it. Kicks it downfield. And this is getting a Jefferson County bounce. Yep, all the way to about the 23-yard line of NFC.
That one feels like one you've got to come up and, even if you just come up and fair catch it, that ball wasn't that far away from the, you had 2 back there to receive it. That's one of them's got to come up and just wave the hand in the air, fair catch it, and save your team 20 yards there.
2:06 to go in the first half.
We haven't seen much of Kyle Esteban since he caught that touchdown early for North Florida Christian. See if they try to go deep to him here.
That's right, the first touchdown of the game, 38-yard pass. And that's Arias Burt makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after a short gain. I'm liking what I'm seeing from both these quarterbacks tonight. Getting the job done throwing and running.
You know, you mentioned the level of competition that North Florida Christian has played so far, but we've seen 2 touchdowns out of them this half. That's half of their total for the season.
Coin firing incomplete off the mark.
Esteban, but it's an overthrow. Esteban didn't get any separation there.
Caleb Macon on the coverage.
North Florida Christian had 4 touchdowns coming into this game in 5 games. They've got 2 here tonight.
NFC hasn't played in their district yet. They were supposed to play JP2 last week, but Helene happened. So they've got time to change their fortune. Play next week against FAMU DRS and then Maclay. So 1-4 start, but they still have district playoff hopes. Coin, Birds.
Now you've got to get a quick timeout if you're Jefferson County. They do. Because they're going to get the ball back here now with 1:46 left.
Pass able to get out to the 30-yard line, but nice job by the defender to pull Burt down by his jersey. Give that credit to J.P. Pittman, who had a touchdown earlier. 65-yard touchdown catch. So great job there by the Tigers defense to hold them and get their offense one more shot at some points before the end of the half.
Wondrous guitar tones of Randy Rhodes.
Crazy Train. I'm looking around for Chipper Jones because, you know, this was his walk-up music. So Riley Smith is on for the punt for North Florida Christian. Xavier Miller back deep for Jefferson County. Standing at his own 43-yard line. High snap. Smith tries to get the ball kicked away. He does. The defender falls on it. That's a great move.
Disastrous play for North Florida Christian. Could have been worse than it was.
Oof.
But a disastrous play nonetheless. And really, he probably should just pick that up and run out the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
And take the two points there, rather than kicking that, and giving them the ball at the 20 with plenty of time.
And you see who that was who dove on the ball instead of trying to pick it up and run with it? That was Vinquez Chambers, who did just that on the onside kick attempt. Did the same thing. Smart kid. So Tony Powell.
Now,
his offense.
I think they're discussing whether this was a legal kick or not. That ball might have hit the ground before it hit the foot of the punter.
Maybe we can get a look at this thing again. Yep, there we go. Great job, guys.
He did. So it was a drop kick and not a punt.
We're discussing
and
options here.
Honestly have no idea if that's legal or illegal. So it was a penalty, but they'll take the ball where it ended up rather than take a mark off from the line of scrimmage.
So ball is into the Espositos Lawn and Garden Center red zone, 1st and 10, about the 17-yard line. Johnson, pass caught, Miller. Touchdown Tigers. Wow. Made that look easy. Malik Johnson, Xavier Miller, another 6 points, another Weston Treywick touchdown for Jefferson County.
And that's where the kicker should have picked that up and just ran out the back of the end zone. Get your free kick from the 20-yard line.
Does a little tightrope back there, keeps the foot in bounds as he's running. 26-14. And trying to get those 2 points back. That's Miller. Miller with the, they call that the octopus, getting the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. So 28-14 now, Jefferson County. Let's get another look at that. Made that look easy. 28-14, minute 28 to go in this first half. So an optimist like me, if I'm a NFC fan, I say to myself, well, got a timeout, got a minute 28 left in this first half to score some points before we head into the locker room and watch the homecoming activities. Another line drive squib, going to be fielded at the 22-yard line, out to the 30, and get another yard or two. Josh Sapp on the return, so that's where NFC will start this drive. Well, we do have a injured player down. That is Sapp, the returner, getting some medical attention.
Yeah, so the penalty call there was an illegal kick. Going back to that punt attempt by North Florida Christian. It would be the same signal the referee would give for an illegal batting of the ball.
Okay, okay.
And it's a 10-yard penalty, so where that ball ended up after the punt, Jefferson County chose to take the ball there rather than take the 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. So there's your official explanation.
Thank you, sir.
And the illegal kick happening because that ball hit the ground before it hit the foot. That would be legal if it was a field goal or extra point attempt, because drop kicks are still legal in the game of football when it comes to a field goal or extra point. I believe on a kickoff as well, you could drop kick technically if you wanted to.
That's right. Sapp being helped off the field. So Malik Johnson for Jefferson County, 4 touchdown passes this first half. 38 I'm sorry. Nope. That's 11. Then another 11-yard, and 65 and 17.
Doug Flutie had the last drop kick in the NFL.
I remember
2006.
I was about to say that.
Drop kick extra point for the Patriots against the Miami Dolphins.
Was it Patriots or was that was Chargers or Bills?
No, it was Patriots.
It was Patriots? Okay.
Against the Dolphins.
Okay.
The last prior drop kick was 65 years earlier.
Wow. Doug Flutie will be actually here in December speaking of the Tallahassee Quarterback Club.
There you go. Remember the Tallahassee Thunder? Tallahassee Thunder
sure.
had a kicker who did drop kicks.
Wow. Coyne feeling some pressure. He's taken down a little high tackle. He's feeling the effects.
He hurt a wrist or an elbow there.
He's definitely feeling that.
Oh, he came down. Yeah, he came down on his left arm. No, he's holding his right wrist. Looked like he came down funny on his left arm on the body of Jefferson County defender. But then he did something to that right wrist, the throwing wrist. After that, I was looking at the left side and didn't see what he did to the right wrist.
I don't know who their number 2 quarterback is. We don't have one designated on the roster.
Well, and we saw him last week or Monday for Leon.
Yeah.
They are checking that right wrist, it looks like.
Yeah, that was Brooks Warmack who.
Brody Purcell is throwing. Number 12 for North Florida Christian. He's a lefty. He's getting his arm loose. He's going to have to come in no matter what here.
Yep. We were talking about Warmack. We saw him for Leon on Monday night against Lincoln. See the concerned crowd as they're looking at their starting quarterback getting some medical attention on the field.
Purcell's listed as a wide receiver, defensive back, and punter, though we haven't seen a punt tonight. That's all been handled by Riley Smith.
Purcell's a junior. Come to this ball game, 6 catches, 39 yards for Purcell. Looks like he'll be filling in at quarterback. Not sure how long that'll be. Tommy Coyne walking off the field, still flexing the hand. He's definitely feeling it still.
It was a face mask call, so.
Okay, so they did call a penalty on that. Okay, I didn't see a flag.
Yeah, they've already marked it off, so the ball's up at the 44 now.
Okay.
They said the penalty happened at the 29, marked off 15 up to the 44.
First and 10. We'll see
it's
what.
A tough situation for Purcell to get thrown
Sure is. Purcell rolls to the right. The lefty going to have to throw across his body. Instead, he just pushes the ball ahead. I don't know if he got out of bounds before that. Yeah, they're going to mark him.
Yeah. So Johnny Nichols is there arguing that he threw the ball and it should be incomplete and back to the 44 rather than the 37-yard line.
Doesn't look like he's going to win that,
no, he's not.
That argument.
And the only person who's in that area of where the ball was thrown was Preston Marks, who's an offensive lineman. So the other side of that is if you are going to call that a throw, it's going to be intentional grounding, and it's going to be spotted right there anyway with a loss of down. So. You don't lose anything by losing the argument.
2nd and 16 on the play after that loss. 6.
But if you win that argument, they can say, okay, we'll throw the flag then for grounding.
Purcell with some pressure on his face, trying to get the ball down to Esteman, and some contact on the play.
It's a late flag, but that's a good call. It's interference. There was a defender draped all over Esteban's back, and Esteban was arguing immediately about it. And
now Caleb Macon is arguing about it as well on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think that was being called all along. It's when I say it's a late flag, it was late coming out, but I just think that's one of those cases where the guy's grabbing for his flag and he's not sometimes you can stuff that down in the belt and it can be hard to find the flag. And I think that's why it was late, not that the call itself was late, just the flag. The process of getting the flag out of the belt and tossed onto the field was what took a little bit of time.
So that's a 10-yard penalty. It's still going to be it's still going to be second down.
Yeah, he's got a hold of the right arm there. He went up over his back, made contact when he went up as well. So that is the proper call. They got not much time really ticking off here.
2nd and 2. Purcell incomplete, trying to get it to Esteman on the quick hitter. So now 3rd and 2, minute and 6 to go in this first half. Just joining us here, looking for Tommy Coyne to be quarterback at NFC. He just left the game with a hand or wrist injury. So now Brody Purcell has come into the ball game to play quarterback from North Florida Christian.
My brain's melting, bro.
Purcell hands to Burt. Burt gets through the line. It's coming close. Let's see where they mark this. Got one official in one spot, one on the other.
I think they're going to measure here, which stops the clock. But if you're North Florida Christian, you need to be up at the line and ready to go. You've got 52 seconds left here in the half.
Good look at the Arias Burt run. Ball right about the Jefferson County 46-yard line.
They're going to measure. Now you need to be ready to, well, the chains are moving as if it's first down, and I thought they were calling for the chains to come out to measure. Yep, they were. But the chains were heading the wrong direction there. They were going down the field instead of coming onto the field.
It's a lot of pressure, those chain gang guys. I've done that before. And
got it.
We're blocked. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say it's right up against it, and that is a first down for North Florida Christian. So ball placed at the Jefferson County 46-yard line. Of course, that's a Flooring America first down.
Referee telling them they're going to wind the clock as soon as everybody gets in place. So, again, North Florida Christian's got to be ready to snap this ball right away.
Tommy Coyne sitting on the bench with his helmet off. I don't believe he's coming back at least through the end of the first half. Purcell, pump fake, rolls to his left, looking for a receiver. He's got one. Oh, not in the connection, and we do have a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on North Florida Christian, but again, it wouldn't have mattered, but that's a catch that's got to be made. A little scramble drill there, run to open space and give your quarterback a chance. That's what they did, and Purcell got off a pretty good throw there.
That was Trey Brown he was trying to get the ball to.
Again, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but here's the official call of holding against North Florida Christian.
So the ball being brought back to the North Florida Christian 44-yard line. This will be a 1st and 20 from there. Purcell, 4 on him. Screen set up. That's Burt. Burt trying to elude some defenders. Able to switch fields to the 40, to the 35. I'm sorry, to the out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Actually didn't make it out of bounds.
No, they did stop the clock. And a roughing the passer call.
Okay.
They did stop the clock, so he did get out.
It's the second time we've seen that screen to Burt out of the backfield. There it is, confirmed, roughing the passer. And ball is going to be down. The Jefferson County 27-yard line. Not a lot of time left in this first half. 28 seconds showing on the scoreboard.
No time. Well, no, North Florida Christian has it. I don't think they have a timeout. Do they have a timeout? I guess they do have a timeout.
According to the graphic, they do.
No, never mind. It was Jefferson County who called their last one.
Purcell feeling the pressure, tries to throw the ball. Are they going to call that a pass attempt? Are they going to call that a fumble?
Incomplete pass.
But no one but Lyman around. They got to call that intentional grounding.
And there's the flag for grounding.
Yep.
So, just bring the ball back there to. No, actually, they walk it off in the high school game. College and NFL, it's the least penalizing penalty that I think there is, because you're basically just giving the result of the play as if a sack was made and the ball was not
Lost it down, yep.
Incomplete. But in high school, there is an extra walk-off from the spot of the grounding.
So 2nd and 25 ball now at the Jefferson County 44-yard line. 18 seconds to go in this first half. Tell you what, the last 2 minutes of this first half have gotten pretty slow. Huge rush. Purcell running to his right, fires the ball, almost intercepted, should have been. Off the hands of J.P. Pittman. 12 seconds to go.
Now once Purcell starts scrambling there, he's in a bad position because he's left-hander sprinting to his right, not just rolling out, he's sprinting to his right, and it's really, really hard then to get any kind of oomph behind a pass when you're doing that. Jefferson County brought the house there and had all kinds of pressure on him.
I could see Tommy Coyne with a big bag of ice on that wrist.
And a flag down again. This is going to be on North Florida Christian.
Was it a delay of game?
No,
the clock was
motion, illegal motion.
Yeah, okay. The clock was ticking down too. It was going to be close. Ball now at the North Florida Christian 49-yard line. Purcell fired the ball deep downfield and incomplete. That was Bellamy who had a chance to pick that thing off. 6 seconds to go on the scoreboard. It'll be 4th down and very long. North Florida Christian's going to punt this one away. Last time they tried one, there was a very bad snap. Had a last-second substitution. That's a much better snap. Smith's punt hits about the 25 and will continue to roll. It's going to be picked up by Miller as the horn sounds to end the first half. Miller gets taken down, and a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, they got it. They're going to get another play here. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on North Florida Christian.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll call that a horse collar.
So in the half that will never end, it is still not going to end, even though there is no time left in the half.
So they're marching off the 15 yards. I believe they're going to place it right about the 40-yard line. And it is. So an untimed play here for Jefferson County. No time left on the clock. Look at this formation, Eric. So we're going to see some shenanigans here.
Shenanigans, probably the proper word.
Johnson pitches back. Miller going to keep it himself. And
out of bounds. Lots of shenanigans.
So that is the end of the half. Your score, Jefferson County 28, North Florida Christian 14. We will get ready for Emily Peters to be with Jefferson County head coach Tony Powell, his team up 28-14.
Coach doubled up the score right before half. What did you see from your team that you liked?
I just like the excitement they're doing. They're not quitting right now, even though we'd have had 3 touchdowns called back.
Yeah, definitely could be up by more. So what is the message going into the locker room?
Just be disciplined and play sound football and just finish this game.
Thank you, Coach Powell.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Coach Powell. I love how Coach Powell looked at us when he said that. We'll go ahead and send it to break. We come back, we will have the Stubbs Roofing and Gutter halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. You're watching the Stubbs Roofing and Gutters halftime report. Stubbs Roofing and Gutters, your shelter through the storm.
Hi, my name is Kamar Edwards. I'm the new car sales manager here at Warner Hyundai. We're proud to be part of this community, and we're proud to present the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Samaya Washington. Samaya has a 3.7 GPA and is a member of the varsity cheerleading, volleyball, basketball, and flag football teams. She is also involved on campus with several clubs and volunteers in her free time. Congratulations, Samaya.
Hi, I'm Paul, General Manager of Warner Kia. We are proud to be part of this community, and we're proud to introduce the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Jack Gorham. Jack has a 4.24 GPA and is a member of the football, basketball, and tennis teams. He is in the top 5 of his class, was junior class president, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Jack. Welcome back. I'm now down on the field with Principal of Jefferson County High School, Marlon Ball. And Principal Ball, I had a chance to talk with your head coach, Coach Powell, earlier in the week, and he had really wonderful things to say about you. So I'm going to flip it and have you talk about him. Just what has he done for this football program?
Coach Powell has been great at teaching our kids how to be accountable for their behavior, both in the classroom and on the field. He's really good about being consistent, and he came to me and told me what some of his desires were as far as the program was concerned. And we had several meetings, and we came out of it with some good practical solutions. And what has come out of it so far is I made Mr. Powell the athletic director, and that was a huge move for our school. So that's turned out great. And we added Mr. Metcalf to the faculty. He's our dean of students as well as our defensive coordinator. So that's been a huge help to the athletic program. And as far as the master schedule is concerned, I added the weightlifting to the master schedule. So now our athletes have an opportunity to get pumped in the middle of the school day. And so they come out better performers on the field. So that's worked very well for us.
Well, you can definitely see that product on the field like we saw in the first half. I know holding guys accountable is a huge priority for you too. Progress reports, tell me about those.
Yeah, so every week our students have to fill out a progress report. If they have any negative comments from teachers, whether it's behavioral or academic, then we have to take action against them as far as not practicing or not playing, depending on the severity of the infraction. So that's made our boys walk a straight line in ways that they haven't before. So we're very excited about that. And I think the boys have learned to respect it too, because I've noticed them coming up to me sometimes showing me they're so proud of their progress report. Look, Mr. Ball, I got all A's and that kind of thing. So it's working out well for everybody.
And last thing I want to ask you about is, of course, recently we had a Hurricane Helene, and I know it's been a hectic week for you guys. What has it been like in Jefferson County? Many
of our students and their families were impacted by Helene. A lot of kids didn't have power. A lot of kids don't have food, basic necessities. Luckily, we have a community partnership department at our school, and they've been very instrumental in giving our kids the necessary food and things to clean themselves with, just the basic necessities. So that's been a huge help to us. But a lot of our kids weren't able to come to school on Monday. And we didn't have full attendance on Tuesday as well. And some of our staff members weren't able to attend either. So the hurricane hit Jefferson, Madison, and Taylor counties really, really hard. So
Well, we're sending you lots of love, and we're really happy to have you guys out here tonight. Thank you so much for your time, President, or Principal.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
I'm out here at Barano Heating and Air with Patrick. And Patrick, you guys have been involved with Friday Night Rivals since the beginning. What is it about this partnership that keeps you guys coming back?
Yeah, I mean, anytime that we can be in front of our local schools, local families, and support what high school football brings to our community, it's a win-win. And us being a local company with local employees, we have kids that go to these schools. It just makes perfect sense.
Let's build on that a little bit, because I know as a parent you have students in high school athletics. Why is it important for the community to be involved?
Yeah, so with most schools, it's hard to raise all the money and funding that schools, need to support their sports. And, this is just a small way for us to give back to those schools.
And let's talk about that local business aspect. Why is that important for customers to know you guys have been in this community for a long time now?
Yeah, so when you deal with local companies, the owners are local, the employees are local, it keeps everything local. So, there's a lot of options when it comes to air conditioning, but there's very few that are true Tallahassee local.
Well, thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
I'm down here on the field with Athletic Director of North Florida Christian High School, Mike Posey, and it's homecoming week. There's a lot of festivities happening. I know it's been a crazy week for you guys, but what does this week mean to you?
It's been a busy week. This is great for the kids. They always like this week. A lot of activities going on. We had a parade today and a bunch of games, and have halftime festivities with the crowning the queen. And so it's a big week for the kids. So.
Well, we're excited to celebrate it here with you. And Johnny Nichols in his first year as head coach, a lot of youth on the team, but he brings a lot to this program.
He does. We graduated a lot last year. We're very young this year. He's working with these guys, doing a good job, and we look forward to our future.
And just for the guys involved, what does being involved with the football program help them in the classroom?
As far as their classroom duties, our teachers do a great job. They're there every day for them. They help them one-on-one when they need it. We're a small school, so a lot of people. We have a mentorship atmosphere, so that's really beneficial for our kids.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Posey.
All right, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
I'm out here with David Odom at Consolidated Dispatch Agency. Now, David, what is Consolidated Dispatch Agency?
Yes, ma'am. We are your 911 emergency communications center for the city of Tallahassee and for Leon County.
And we are standing right now on the operations floor. It really does take a whole team here.
Absolutely. It takes a group of dedicated individuals who have a servant's heart, who just want to serve this community and provide resources to this community when they are in need.
And you guys are the first point of contact when people call 911. Tell me about the different partners then.
Yeah, absolutely. We're one of the partners here for the public safety in this community, and we work with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, City of Tallahassee Police Department, Leon County EMS, and the City of Tallahassee Fire Department. And it takes all of us as a team to provide the resources and to get out and try to help this community when they're in need.
Yeah, and you mentioned community. It really is a community here, but you guys are also very involved with the community, like Friday Night Rivals. Why was that important?
Yeah, it's important for us because not only do we serve this community, we're part of this community. We have our own staff members out of those Friday night football games, and we just enjoy being part of this community, being out and serving what we do. You guys serve this community. What can the community do to get involved with your team? Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you come and visit with us and see how we do serve this community and be part of it and join our team. Love to have you. Well, thank you so much, David. Absolutely. We look forward to being part of Friday Night Rivals. Go team.
Hi, everyone. I'm out here at Stubbs Roofing with Cindy. And Cindy, when I think of this time of year, I immediately think of football season, but it's still storm season and it's really ramping up. So what reminders do you have for families?
Yes, Emily. So storm season has begun, and even though we haven't had severe weather, we may still get some this year. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of our free inspections. And it's important to have inspections done regularly to prevent any issues from causing major damage. It's important to make sure that our families are protected, that our roofs are secure in good conditions. When we do come out, we are always transparent about what really needs to get done.
And that is something that really sets you guys apart, is the transparency with clients. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, so we are completely honest with our clients. We, let them know if, repairs are necessary or if, it's time for a new roof. But we don't just try to, sell them a repair. We understand that's more than a house. It's a home where, families are growing together.
And families are probably at home right now watching Friday Night Rivals, and so happy that you guys are participating this year. What inspired you guys to participate?
Well, really, we just love to be part of the community, to give back. The community has always supported us as a company, and so we just really want to give back to them.
Well, thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Emily.
On behalf of Barano Heating and Air Conditioning, we're proud to present this check to North Florida Christian for their academics and athletics.
Welcome back to North Florida Christian School in Tallahassee, Florida. We're back for kickoff of this ball game. 28-14 our score. Jefferson County with the lead. They will be kicking off to NFC to start off this second half. And here's the shoebox kickoff. The shoebox, home of the Happy Feet. With a short kickoff, fielded and down about the 34-yard line. That's where NFC will start things off. Not seeing Tommy Coyne out there.
Nope. Looks like it is going to be Brody Purcell. He's currently chatting with Johnny Nichols. There you see him.
Emily Peters, what have you got to say to start off the second half?
Yeah, Ben, I've got a few answers for you, specifically regarding the quarterback position. Tommy is not ready to go. Coach Nichols said that he's still having a hard time squeezing that right hand, so they're going with the backup still in the second half, and now they are down 3 starters on the offense, so it's going to be a tough one, but he did say we're only down 2 scores. We are still very much in this, and I have a lot of faith in these guys, so they're looking to put together a really big second half.
Good first play to start there, Arias Burt.
13-yard gain for Arias Burt. First down, the first down of the second half. That's an Anderson and Hart first down. Anderson and Hart, because you matter. Emily, thank you for that information on Tommy Coyne. I don't know if did coach say he is out or just that he's like out with the rest of the game, or he's non-committal on that? I wonder. Purcell hands off to Bird, and going to be a loss on the play.
Well, he's still in uniform, so.
I don't see any ice on that hand anymore.
He's also not in a place where you normally would be if you're on the verge of coming back into a game at some point.
That's true.
He's where he's standing. He's got it standing away from the ball, away from the coaches who were calling plays in.
It's a loss of a little over a yard on that play.
And no helmet.
Yeah, no helmet. That's
either,
key.
So.
And clock ran out, delay of game. Ball now just at the NFC 41-yard line. So attack 5 on that, make it about a 2nd and 17. Purcell snapped.
And another penalty.
Yep. This time on Jefferson County, this will be an offside. They responded to the hand clap by Purcell. Jumped across the line of scrimmage. So they'll get that 5 yards back. And back to a 2nd and 12. Ball now at the 46-yard line of NFC. Purcell firing the ball downfield. That is underthrown and dropped in the hands and out of the hands of Caleb Macon. That's, I think, maybe 3 we've seen dropped by the defensive side on the Jefferson County tonight.
Yes. Well, and Tony Powell talked about 3 touchdowns being called back. They also had a dropped pass on offense that would have been a touchdown had it been caught. So there have been a number of balls go through the hands of Jefferson County players at various points on the field and in various jobs, and there's another flag. We're a minute and a half into this half. That's the 5th penalty of the half.
So 5 counting against the 5 yards counting against NFC here. Legal procedure. Ball now back again at the 41-yard line of NFC. That was Burt with the direct snap. Playing a little wildcat, still on his feet. He's going to get the first down and more. Runs to the 20-15. Oh, lowers the shoulder. Heck of a run, running strong. Burt.
Well, I'll tell you what, Arius Burt's not a big guy at all, but he ran like one in that case. Breaking tackles, getting through situations that players don't normally get through.
It's a 45-yard run for Arius Burt.
Heck of a run there.
Love the finish, too. Lowering that shoulder, going to put us into Esposito's lawn and garden center red zone. Another Anderson and Hart first down. Looks like we're just inside the 10-yard line. So we're for
another delay game here.
First and goal. Yeah, we were inside the 10. That's going to march it back 5.
No, they called timeout before.
Timeout? Okay. So we got a first and goal. Wise use of that timeout. Don't want to get dinged right there. Wow. We'll go ahead and send it to break. We'll come back and see what NFC is going to do with the ball. On Friday Night Rivals, Tallahassee CW.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Awards for You. Encourage, recognize, celebrate.
Back with you on Friday Night Rivals. Got some excited NFC fans after that long 45-yard Arius Burt run has put the Eagles at first and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Down by 14. This is their first possession of the second half. Got a different look here in the backfield. It's going to be Burt on the carry. Tries to cut back, heading toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
Feels like North Florida Christian is doing a little drawn up plays with a stick in the dirt on the sidelines here to try to come up with things to do with their quarterback, Tommy Coyne, out.
Arius Burt, 10-yard run, our first Weston Trawick Electrical Contractors and Data Communications touchdown of the second half.
That was a little bit of single-wing football right there.
Riley Smith on for the extra point. Up and good. 28-21. Jefferson County over NFC. 10:05 in the third quarter. Emily Peters.
Yeah, Arius is another one of those guys that Johnny Nichols was super excited about. He said he's a tough kid, quick, very elusive when he gets the ball. He's really good in space, and he said overall he's probably my best football player. He plays safety and sometimes in that outside linebacker role, and then he totes the ball 15 to 18 times on offense. So you could imagine the amount of contact he has in a game, and it's almost every single play. So he's a trooper out there. Ben, he is definitely all over the place for NFC tonight.
He is, and again, he's only a sophomore and still one of the most seasoned players on this ball team, Eric.
Yeah, he's been impressive so far and shown another wrinkle to his game here on that last drive.
So Riley Smith gets ready to
just don't normally think about that with a smaller back like that.
True that. And here's another shoebox kickoff. Going for that onside look. It is hit back. NFC might have it. Let's see.
I think Jefferson County came up with it.
They had a shot at it.
Yeah, I think they did. And Jefferson County, it took a very fortuitous bounce for Jefferson County there.
Riley Smith drove that kick pretty hard.
Went off the helmet of a Jefferson County player, which is why it took that bounce.
Let's get a look here.
Popped up.
Bip.
Right
Yep,
in the
there it
helmet.
is. We've seen him before, Vincaz Chambers.
And you want that big hop. That's what you're going for when you have an onside kick like that. You want that big hop that makes it tough to handle on that receiving team. And it did, but then when it looks like NFC is going to get it, you just, again, that football is just an odd shape and you never know where it's going to go.
So Malik Johnson brings the Jefferson County offense out in very good starting field position. The pass caught. Making nice progress. Flag comes out at the end of the
I think
play.
that's going to be a hit out of bounds on North Florida Christian.
Dorian Brown on the catch and run.
I think that flag may be on the Jefferson County sideline. Personal foul, North Florida Christian.
Sideline. Yep, they got warned once, and they hit him with another penalty. So that's going to be, it's going to count against them.
I don't have a number of penalties for this game, but I can't recall a game that we've done where we've seen this many penalties. And we're still, we've got the better part of a half of football left.
So the ball's going to go all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he pointed the wrong way on the sideline penalty.
Okay, so they're both on NFC
They were both
then.
on
Okay,
NFC.
okay, that makes sense then. So first down, we got a snap to Johnson, who gets hit, spun around, and then dragged down by his jersey.
No, I think that was just a sideline warning on Jefferson County, not a sideline. I think they just warned them basically.
So I thought they were warned earlier. Maybe
No,
it was
that
NFC.
was NFC.
That was NFC. Okay.
That was NFC.
Okay. All right, so ball got moved just inside the 15-yard
Because
line.
that ball only went 15 yards from the end of that play.
Okay, so we are in the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Second down. Johnson heading to the end zone with a pass. It is caught just shy of the goal line. Right about the 2-yard line. That's Lanzavian Footman, the big target, with the catch. It's a good look at Johnson looking at his big receiver. Nice catch, was defended well. It was Nick Jerry on coverage.
I think you either go quarterback draw with Malik Johnson or throw something up, a little fade route there to Footman.
Quarterback keeper.
There's the quarterback draw, but he didn't quite get to the goal line. I'd probably take one more shot at that. And then if you don't get in.
Johnson a little frustrated. They're taking him out. Going with a different look now. That's Grayer, Quijez Grayer in at quarterback. That time Trevon Ellis with the carry into the end zone, and another touchdown for Jefferson County. Trevon Ellis, the sophomore, gets another touchdown, another Weston Trawick touchdown. 34-21 pending the Aviles extra point. Kick is up and good. 35-21 our score. Let's go ahead and get another look at this set. Just following his blockers into the end zone. Great job there by Jefferson County of blocking that up for him.
So you're down 2 scores now, NFC. We saw them kind of change up their offense a little bit that last series.
Got 5 touchdowns by 5 different players for Jefferson County. Javontrez Bellamy with the first touchdown. Lanzavian Footman with a catch. J.P. Pittman with a catch. Xavier Miller with a catch. And Trevon Ellis with the run. These kickoffs have not been going very far. That's got actually a good bounce and roll there. Whoa, having some trouble picking the ball up. And results in a
Well, if you don't get it the first time, just fall on it. You don't go back and try to pick it up a second time, miss, and try to pick it up a third time.
That's Arian LeMay, who's listed as an 8th grader, Eric.
Yeah, well.
You just might not know any better.
He'll learn. That's for sure. And we talked about that earlier. The youth of this team, it's a 26-man roster, and 27% of the 26-man roster are 8th graders for North Florida Christian.
Ball spotted at NFC's 18-yard line. Now they're going to go with this Wildcat kind of look again. Arias Burt gets the snap, runs to the outside and out of bounds just past the 20-yard line.
And now Arias Burt comes up limping.
Yep, he's definitely feeling it.
Don't know whether they've gone into this look before, or like I said, this is just something they're drawing up on the fly on the sidelines.
Burt with Brody Dawkins and Nick Jerry on each side. Burt with the run again, this time up the middle. Gets out to close to the 25-yard line. Call that a gain of 2. About 3rd and 4, long 4. And Burt's still trying to walk that off. Play clock ticking down. 7 now left on the play clock. And Purcell with the hand clap, and like a couple of linemen moved. We'll call that a false start on NFC.
I know we'll all be surprised that there's a penalty, but there is a penalty.
Ball now just outside the 20-yard line. Got a 3rd and 9 here. Purcell feeling the pressure, rolls, throws, incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Riley Smith in the punting unit will come out for North Florida Christian. The dangerous Xavier Miller back to return this punt for Jefferson County. High snap off the hands of Smith, and Jefferson County.
Well, and that time it looked like Riley Smith was going to pick it up and run out of the end zone, but he missed it. And then the ball just sat there in the end zone, recovered for a touchdown by Jefferson County.
Let's see who's going to get credit for this recovery. There were like 5 Tigers there in the end zone. Smith just not able to do anything with the ball. Who's going to come out of that scrum with it? Believe it was Rondrick Spearman with the touchdown. Avila's on for the extra point, 41-21 Jefferson County.
You pick that up and run out of the end zone or fall on it.
Yeah. Kick it
and just
out of there.
2 points rather than 6 or possibly 7 the other way.
Kick is blocked. Well, you called it earlier, Eric.
Yeah, I thought we'd see that tonight. The snap's not getting back to the holder very quickly, and the kicks have not been, most of them have not been very high, so that was fairly easy to see.
We'll send it to break. Come on back for the rest of the third quarter, 41-21, Jefferson County. Back with you from North Florida Christian, Tallahassee, Florida. Jefferson County's come to town. 4-1 record coming in this one, leading 41-21. 6 touchdowns by 6 different Tigers tonight for Jefferson County. This is Tyler Vogstasic. Get ready to kick this off for Jefferson County.
20 points feels like a pretty significant lead without the ability to throw the ball downfield. Or the team that is behind.
And the ball has fallen off the tee.
At least we can slow the pace of the game down a little bit while we re-tee the ball.
And here's the shoebox kickoff. The shoebox, home of the happy feet.
There's a bullet right at Preston Marks. Came up with it. I don't think it was supposed to go right at Preston Marks. They were trying to get that through to the next level, but hit Marks. And actually to cleanly field a ball like that, even though you end up falling on it, is not an easy thing to do when it's rifled at you from about 12 yards away.
Especially when you're a lineman, right? I mean,
well, you know, hey, now let's not. Let's be nice to your favorite lineman here.
Ball at NFC's 48-yard line.
Lineman's hands get a bad rap.
Burt on the Wildcat. Cuts it. Gets Pat. Oh, nice run. Thought he was going to get bobbled up. Then he was able to squirt free for another 3 or 4 yards.
You just look at the size of the guy, and you don't think that he's going to run in that fashion, but man, he is tough to bring down.
They're going to credit him with 7 yards on that play.
Most of the time, a guy of that stature, they're tough to bring down because of quick feet, and they can change course so quick. He can do all of those things, but when they get a hold of him, he doesn't go down too, and you just don't normally see that in a smaller back.
Actually, looks more like an 8-yard gain. So 2nd and 2. Ball now at the Jefferson County 44-yard line.
That'll be a delay game. Oh.
And delay a game. Yes. Ball spotted now at the Jefferson County 49-yard line. Purcell now in at quarterback. He's going to hand to Burt. Burt gets through the line, and
that time he was tackled.
Yep.
And that's a very good tackle in that case by Amari Campbell to take a guy down that has shown not easy to get down to the turf.
Yep, 5 yards for Burt on the run. He's still got a little bit of a limp.
Call that a hitch in our giddy up.
3rd and 5 for North Florida Christian. Purcell with Burt to his left in the backfield. Purcell fires downfield. This one will be interception. That's Footman. Footman trying to make the defender miss. Makes another one miss right about midfield and falls ahead for another yard. So brings the ball into North Florida Christian territory. That's where Jefferson County will set up for this next drive.
Yeah, once pressure got there, no step and throw. Couldn't get much on that ball and just kind of floated it out there into the middle of the field where there are about 3 Jefferson County players. Footman was the one who had the best shot at it, and he pulled it in, got a little return out of it as well.
So Malik Johnson brings his offense out on the field. Johnson with 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Johnson, quick pass, caught, and comes downfield, and that was a hard hit. Let's see what they're going to. Oh,
now we're going to.
Oh, they're going at it.
Oh, that's not good. We've got some Jefferson County folks calling for a horse collar on that play.
They get the team separated there.
I think they were happy with how the tackle was made. Let's get a look. It's Trey Scott. Ooh, got dragged down. Little John there. We had
there was
Brody Purcell with the push, the quarterback.
Push after the play.
Talking with Tony Powell about this.
See, and I couldn't tell on the tackle whether it was a horse collar or whether he got him by the shoulder pads and kind of pulled him down.
That ball personal foul. That's going to be on Purcell, I would think.
Call 2 personal foul penalties on North Florida Christian, 1 on Jefferson County, so it's going to be a net 15 to Jefferson County. Head coach Johnny Nichols for North Florida Christian out there getting an explanation now. He's out on the field because the coaches went out there to kind of get in the middle of that scrum on the Jefferson County sideline.
I'm wondering if Purcell might have got tossed, because there was the motion with the referee with the thumb motion. Purcell's on the sideline with his helmet off.
Now, I didn't see what you're referring to.
When
I just thought he was.
When the official was talking to Coach Nichols, he had his.
Okay, I didn't see that.
He stuck the thumb back and he was doing a motion.
But
so I don't know.
But he didn't do that in calling the penalty.
He had a little bit of a flare with his hand
that was
up.
dead ball. He was saying that they were dead ball penalties.
Well.
And North Florida Christian's going to end up with a football.
Yes, they are.
Malik Johnson didn't handle a low snap very well and couldn't come up with the ball. And
Bryson Boyd is the one that is able to come up with it for NFC. We'll see if Purcell comes out. Well, he's walking over to Coach. And he's walking away from Coach. So we'll check on that and see if he comes back in. Yep, he is. Okay. Sorry to alarm you folks. So 1st and 10 for NFC after the fumble recovery. Purcell with Burt in the backfield. Burt will take the handoff, get through the line for a couple.
Well, I think Jefferson County is just bringing the house anytime Purcell gets back there. He has not looked good when under pressure, and so it looks to me like they're just loading up and blitzing when he is at quarterback.
I do sometimes when I'm just trying to be crazy.
Filling all the gaps should work against a run. If it's a pass, you're putting pressure on him and trying to make him uncomfortable, which they've done to their advantage.
2nd down. Burt to the right, tries to turn the corner. Brought down about the 30-yard line. Credit J.P. Pittman with the tackle.
Yeah, that's a good tackle there. He kind of set an edge there and cut off Arius Burt from being able to get outside, and then stepped back inside hard and wrapped him up to make the tackle.
3rd and 9 for NFC.
It's a nice football play by Pittman.
Purcell, pressure. Burt on the screen. Burt lowers his head, gets past the 45, 46, still on his feet, getting closer to the sticks.
Good block there by Preston Marks. 2nd time they've run that screen, and Marks has gotten that last block. And now Burt's feeling. He's been limping around pretty much the entire half.
He's been a feature on this offense all night long. He's played defense as well. Definitely taken some punishment. So they're going to be a couple yards shy. Well, no, actually about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Well, and if he can't continue, now what do you do offensively if you're North Florida Christian? That's been what has worked since Tommy Coyne went out of the game.
Yeah, and the 2 leading rushers for this team are Burt and Coyne on the season as well. So not too many others on this ball team have run the ball for NFC this season. Near the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Barano Heating and Air Play of the Game. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. We've got quite a few candidates for that tonight. There's a good look at Tommy Coyne pacing the sidelines. You know, he'd love to be out there. If you missed it earlier, he late in the 1st half, he took a hit and either hand or wrist problem at throwing hand, and doesn't look like he'll be coming back in tonight. They're still tending to Arius Burt, and is being helped off the field. He says, "Don't help me, I can do this." Take him over to the bench, get him some attention. So 4th and 1 for NFC. Purcell with Marcus Rozier in the backfield next to him. Rozier will take the carry, tries to get around the edge, dives ahead, just shy of the 40. It's going to be close. Oh, I was thinking that was 40. Okay, so 2nd down. 2nd and 10 or so. Rozier still next to Purcell in the backfield. Oh. Jefferson County player jumps across.
Make it 2nd and 5. And stop the clock.
That was Chambers jumping across. Ball now at the NFC 44. 2nd and 5. Purcell. Oh.
Jack Gorham tried to run before he had the ball in his hands. Turn that attention upfield. Got to look that ball all the way into the hands.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. 2:26 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 4 on your play clock.
Oh, they did.
Purcell, pass caught. Estemond still on his feet, gets the 1st down and out of bounds at the Jefferson County. Let's see, we're going to spot that.
Look out, Emily.
47-yard line. 43-yard line.
We don't need a repeat of, what was it, Wakulla last year?
Ooh.
When Emily went into the fence. No fence there.
She's wisely walking away from the play. Yep, taking heading the higher ground. 1st and 10. Purcell. Oh, incomplete, trying to get it to Estemond again. Pass going deep, trying to get it to the tall receiver, and it is intercepted. Intercepted. Xavier Miller with the pick for Jefferson County. He's trying to get it to his big receiver. Heck of a play there by Miller, able to come away with the ball.
Good concentration there. That ball's tipped around a couple of times, and he was able to keep his eyes on it. Again, the eyes are the most important thing when it comes to catching the football.
Jefferson County will start this drive at their own 16-yard line.
Immigrant song.
Led Zepp, good stuff. Got a late Eagle coming on the field. Johnson going to keep the ball. Gets through the line. And all the way out to the 27-yard line.
Ball's out.
Malik Johnson, he lost the ball.
Christian.
Wow.
You'll see Malik Johnson as he's running. Guys from North Florida Christian swatting at the ball. And one of them was successful in getting that ball out.
Let's get a look at this again. With the NFC ball at the Jefferson County 28-yard line.
See, there's just trying to rip that ball out right there.
He's successful. That's Marcus Rozier, yeah. He came away with that. It's hard to tell. So big win there for NFC. 1st and 10. Purcell hands to Rozier. Rozier gets around the corner. To give him about 6 yards on that carry. Ball at the 23-yard line of Jefferson County. Less than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Purcell fakes the handoff, rolls, and throws the ball away.
A lot of rolling to the right by the lefty.
By the lefty, yeah. Later in tonight's game, we'll be showcasing the Consolidated Dispatch Agency drive of the game. The Consolidated Dispatch Agency, service to others. Considering all the scores we've had tonight, quite a few candidates for that one as well.
Delay a game.
Oh, timeout. NFC got one in, yeah.
They've had one delay this half and 2 timeouts called to avoid delays this half.
So Jefferson County fans, if you're looking forward to your next game, let's see, that's versus Sneads, a 2-3 Sneads team next Friday night. NFC will be playing against FAMU DRS, who's 0-5. So it's a big game for NFC. That's a district game. As we mentioned earlier, haven't played a district game yet. They were supposed to play JP2 last week. That thing got postponed because of Helene. Haven't heard anything about a makeup for that one, but that's a district game, so you figure they're going to get that thing scheduled sometime. Next 2 weeks for NFC district games, FAMU DRS and at McClay. That's always a big rivalry game. McClay having a heck of a season, 3-1. So 3rd and 4. Purcell hands the ball off. Hitting the corner, trying to make it through is Trey Brown. No gain on the play. Bring up a 4th down. I think they'd be going for this.
I was live.
Down by 20. Actually, the clock might just run out of the 3rd quarter.
Yes, it is.
Before they get this thing off. And that's the end of the quarter. Your score, Jefferson County 41, NFC 21. It's the Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Consolidated Dispatch Agency. Come on back for the exciting 4th quarter. Here's tonight's Barano Heating and Air play of the game. Barano Heating and Air will always be there for you. That's Malik Johnson with the jump pass. Caught by J.P. Pittman. There's another look at it. Another look at it. J.P. Pittman catches the ball, and he is gone. Huge touchdown for Jefferson County. Your Barano Heating and Air play of the game. Fourth down. Purcell fires. Hits the receiver. That's Esteman. He's able to get the first down. Brought down hard right about the 10-yard line. Big first down for North Florida Christian. Puts them into the Esposito's Lawn and Garden Center red zone.
I don't know if they lined up wrong and somebody was supposed to be to the left of Purcell.
Yeah.
Or if he was supposed to roll the other way. But he turned to his left, and it looked to me like he's looking for somebody to fake it to, and then he just kind of threw the ball end over end. He was holding the end of the football. He threw it end over end to Esteman.
It worked. First down, Esteman.
He looked like he was gonna throw.
Reverses field, heads up the middle, and dives ahead to about the 3-yard line.
He looked like he was going to throw the football there.
I thought so too, yeah. So 2nd and goal here for the Eagles. Another look at Esteman's effort. Purcell with Rozier in the backfield, sending Esteman in motion. Fakes to Esteman, going to keep it himself. Touchdown, Eagles.
Fake off of the last play they ran there, and that's just beautifully executed by North Florida Christian. Great play call in that situation by Johnny Nichols. Set that up wonderfully.
And another Weston Trawick touchdown.
Go right back to the same play they just ran, but they fake it and go naked bootleg out of that.
That was Jefferson County's leading tackler, Rondrick Spearman, who was not able to make the play there on Purcell. He's made lots of plays tonight, just couldn't make that one. Riley Smith's extra point is up. And good. Your score, Jefferson County 41, NFC 28. Emily Peters, do you have a update for us on Arius Burt?
I do, Ben. We saw him go down just a few plays ago, and the only verbal information I was able to retrieve from you from the athletic training staff was that he's good, but I did watch them tape up his wrist, and he also has a big block of ice taped to his knee. He's currently sitting on the bench. Seems like he's just kind of getting some rest. Not sure if we'll see him again tonight, but he's definitely getting some well-needed rest right now.
Great, thank you, Emily.
Well, and I noticed while she was giving us an update there on Arius Burt, so Burt is, it doesn't look to me like he'll be coming back in. And of course, we know that it doesn't look like Tommy Coyne's coming back into the game. And then I noticed Josh Sapp down there with some sort of boot or brace on his right ankle. And he's limping around the sideline, so I don't think we're going to see him again either.
Wow. And already a roster that was so small, you know,
26 guys on that roster,
and
now you're only have 23 of them available, and 7 of those 23 are 8th graders. But still
in this.
Holding tight.
Yep. Smith's kickoff.
They got it.
That is recovered. Wow, dynamite play there by Trey Brown. Great kick by Smith. Bounced up over a Jefferson County player. Trey Brown able to get that about 12 yards downfield. Let's get a look at that again.
There's the bounce.
Perfect bounce. Look at Brown.
Wow. Might have had that left foot out of bounds there.
It was very close. I thought maybe a little stripping
no
green there. Hard
high
to
school
tell.
Football.
Let's
but
get a
that
look at
left
here.
Foot. Watch where the left foot comes
Possession.
down right there.
Ooh.
That probably should have been Jefferson County ball.
Regardless, it is NFC ball at the Jefferson County 45-yard line, down 41-28. Purcell with the handoff to Rozier, gets to the line and nothing else.
Good camera work there by the crew here with us. Always.
Chambers, Brown, and Crumity all in on that tackle. Play clock down to 12. That's something NFC needs to be mindful of.
Really would like to see a little more sense of urgency. You're down 2 scores. There's 10 minutes left.
3, 2. Well, okay, snap gets off, fakes the handoff. Purcell fires the ball. It is caught. And nope, incomplete. We do have a flag in the backfield as well. So are they saying that was a completed ball there? Looks like they are. They're standing upfield where Esteban was. Flag is picked up.
Well, he already signaled holding on North Florida Christian.
Okay. Okay, so they're moving the ball back now. It is a hold.
You're going 10 from the line of scrimmage there, so.
Second and 20, ball now back at the NFC 45-yard line.
I just heard somebody say the umpire is tired walking off all these penalties.
Looks like they're sending Esteban off the field to get a little equipment. Well, he's rubbing the back of his leg, so I don't know. He gets replaced. Second and 20. Purcell running to his left and out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of a yard. So Esteban is going to stay on the sideline, 3rd and long. About 21 here for NFC, so down another valuable player here. Purcell hands the ball off. That's Rozier. Another loss.
Crumity. Good penetration, good tackle in the backfield.
Something about this Jefferson County defense coming into tonight. They had 115 tackles for loss and 23 sacks. That's according to what Max Prep says. So if that's true, they've had some dominant play on defense all season long.
It's more than 20 tackles for a loss per game.
You should. You need to have a look at it. There's a, I mean, so many guys with double-digit tackles for loss.
I trust that you read it properly.
How long have I been looking at Max Preps? Come on, you know I read it, right?
That's what I mean. I trust that you read it properly. That's not where my eyebrow raised.
So not a very good-looking punt.
I mean, we're talking 50, 60 plays a game, maybe.
I'll show you.
I don't need to see it. I believe you.
So we have a flag here on the play. Flag is close to where the line of scrimmage was.
It's on North Florida Christian. Illegal motion refused. Jefferson County will take the ball.
All right, we'll send this to break. 9:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Your score, Jefferson County 41, NFC 28. Let's take a look at the Consolidated Dispatch Agency drive of the game. Consolidated Dispatch Agency, service to others. Starting off with that very important Malik Johnson run. Another, let's see, that was a 40-yard run. You got a pass interference call. Got the ball downfield. Then Johnson to Footman. The touchdown. That was the second touchdown of the game for Jefferson County. Put them up 14-7 at the time. Now have a lead of 41-28 in this ball game. I was just showing Eric some tackle for loss numbers online for this ball club. 1st and 10. Johnson going to keep the ball himself. Last time he fumbled the ball.
He's still going.
And able to make it upfield. And we have a...
I'm just saying you can't trust everything you read online, Ben.
But when they don't give us anything, we got to go with what we can find, right?
I know.
I'm not just... I mean, it's really hard to get stats from coaches. So they always... Most of the time they say, well, it's on Max Prep. So you can find them. So that's what we use. That's our reference. Ball now at the 46-yard line. Coaches have a lot going on. They don't have time for this. We understand. Oh. That time the Eagle landed across the line of scrimmage for an offside.
I see what you did there.
I'm glad I get some acknowledgement. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to move the chains.
I'm going to put on Max Prep. There was 8,942 penalties in this game tonight.
Well, that means it's true then. 1st and 10. Ball now into Eagle territory. Johnson looking downfield, has receiver, hits receiver in the hands, receiver drops ball.
That's the second or third of those that we have seen tonight that would have resulted in a touchdown if the catch was made.
Yeah, that junior Dorian Brown not able to haul that ball in. Beautiful ball.
You've got to make that catch.
David Aguiar feels really good. He's a 8th grader out there defending the junior. Happy to see the drop. Johnson with the carry. Able to get downfield. That's a first down. Stiff arm. Still on his feet. About a 17-yard gain there by Johnson.
Then he got trucked by one of his own offensive linemen at the end of the play.
So another Flooring America first down. Flooring America, where friends send friends. Ball now at the 32-yard line of NFC. Johnson firing the ball downfield, incomplete. I'm gonna go ahead and get a replay of that previous run by Johnson. Follows his blockers. Stiff arm, love it. Still running. And the truck.
Oh, now he missed him. Okay.
Johnson feeling it. 4 touchdown passes for him. Had some nice runs as well. Calls his own number, gets through the line to the left, and gets a first down. Still on his feet. Hard one to bring down. Another first down for Jefferson County. If you're wondering, we just got word, Emily Peters, thank you very much. Gadsden County has defeated Lincoln tonight, 31-21. Gadsden County is for real, folks. We saw how good Lincoln looked on Monday night. Maybe they'll blame it on that. They played Monday night against Leon, scored 59-7 on our game we had Monday night. Maybe it took a little something out of them, who knows, but lost tonight. Throw to the end zone, incomplete.
Well, now you've got an even bigger size advantage over there with Xavier Footman and Trey Brown covering him. Yeah, we don't get heights and weights on players, but if you told me Trey Brown was 5'4", I would probably believe you. Did a great job.
Swatted that away. Good job, Trey. Lyman hustling out for NFC. Second down. Johnson. Pass complete. Trey Scott. About 3rd and 4 here for Jefferson County. Johnson gets through the line. Ball's free again. That's NFC's ball. David Aguiar with the recovery. Got a hero shot of Marcus Rozier. Was he the one that poked the ball away from Johnson?
Well, he had the last one too, if memory serves me, which doesn't always.
There it is.
Yep.
Nice job by Rozier. Huge play for this NFC defense. It looks like they might be calling a water break here. 5:39 to go. 41-28 the score. NFC has the ball. Don't go away. Come on back. We're back. North Florida Christian going to take over after a forced fumble. Jefferson County driving the ball down, getting close to scoring, but it got punched out and recovered. NFC's going to take over at their own 9-yard line. Down by a couple scores. Definitely not out of it. 5:40 to go.
Remember, in the third quarter, they had to use 2 timeouts to avoid delay of game penalties. So they're down to just 1 timeout, and that's certainly something that will be working against them as they begin this drive down 13.
And they're down a starting quarterback and a starting running back. They're sitting next to each other on the bench with their helmets off. 1st and 10. Purcell looking for Esteban. Makes the catch. Out about the 30-yard line. There's a flag in the backfield. Came out after the pass got thrown. So we'll see if this is going to count. It will not. Holding on the Eagles. Oh, you can see the look on Rozier's face there. Marcus Rozier. Frustration. So 1st down and 15 now after the half the distance penalty. Hand off to Rozier up the middle. Chugga chugga down to about the 16-yard line.
Wide enough for the 1st down, but certainly got a
room to breathe now.
Not only the penalty yardage back, but a good chunk after that as well to give them 2nd and short.
You're right, about 2nd and 2.
They really just don't seem to be in much of a hurry here. And you're inside of 5 minutes now, down 2 scores.
Rozier, carry again, switches field, flag out, still on his feet. Out to just past the 30, but I'm thinking this might be coming back.
Umpire's definitely gotten his 10,000 steps in.
Holding on the Eagles. 2nd and 12.
And again, clock started after they marked that, and they've had 20 seconds now run off before they start to snap the ball.
Fakes the handoff. Pass caught on his knees right about the 10-yard line. Play dead. So Jack Gorham with the catch. Minimal gain. Be close to 3rd and 10.
I mean, you're down 13 here, and you're playing at the pace of a team that's up a touchdown or more. More than they're going to get another delay here.
2-1.
Nope, timeout before the delay.
And that's their last.
So 40 seconds off the clock to call a timeout.
Yep.
And you're down 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
And you're lacking what you would call your normal passing game with your starting quarterback
This
out.
is true.
So really, you've got to have some kind of sense of urgency in this situation.
And one of their best plays on offense has been the screen pass to Burt. He's not out there.
Right.
So that's another option you have that you don't have. I think part of this, too, is these kids are just dog-tired. I mean, so much have to play both sides of the ball. There's no depth,
man
right?
roster with 3 guys out.
It's a high school football is already tough.
Yeah.
You know, but and there's nothing, you know, Coach Nichols can do about it. That's the hand he's dealt. I mean, he took over the program early this year, and so he's got to look at this, but build forward and try to get more players and depth as the years go on. So 3rd and long. Purcell pass off the hands of 10 receiver still would have been well shy of the 1st down.
Well, I think they probably could have called a penalty on North Florida Christian there because Kyle Esteban in motion looped behind the quarterback and then started towards the line of scrimmage. He was not moving parallel with the line when the ball was snapped. But nobody pulled the flag out on that one.
Noah Alkema, an 8th grader, checks in.
Does Purcell get a punt here? And to bring Riley Smith in, Purcell's back in punt formation.
And he will. Left-footed kick. Going to bounce about the 40 and trying to pick it up. And Bellamy does pick it up and gets to about the 36-yard line. So NFC is going to rely on its defense again to stop Jefferson County and try to get the ball back. 3:12 to go in this ball game. Down 41-28. Malik Johnson coming back out. He's got 4 touchdown passes tonight. Also has put the ball on the ground a few times.
My North Florida Christian cannot stop the clock now, so Jefferson County can take their time. They're going for it all.
Johnson throwing deep. Touchdown, Jefferson County.
Well, I guess they didn't want to run the clock out.
36 yards. Johnson to Miller. Their 2nd connection for a touchdown tonight. Another Western Trawick touchdown for Jefferson County. Touchdown pass number 5 for Malik Johnson. Oh, there's Malik Johnson's family. Proud of him. All right, good to see. He made the trek all the way over from Jefferson County. Going for 2. Direct snap, and it is good. Your score, Jefferson County 49, NFC 21.
Interesting choices.
Yes. Good look. Miller has to make an adjustment to the ball. And here's a look at them celebrating that touchdown. Malik Johnson's family. There he is right there. 5 touchdown passes for Malik Johnson. His team getting ready to be 5-1, heading into a home matchup against Sneads next Friday night. Do have a good crowd out there tonight to see this ball game. It's homecoming at NFC. Good look at head coach, offensive coordinator Tony Powell for Jefferson County. Tyler Vochtasek coming out for the shoebox kickoff. Fielded cleanly and wisely falling down. Jack Gorham. NFC will take over this drive. Let's see where they're going to spot this ball. Probably about the 33-yard line, 34. 2:58 to go, down 49-28 to Jefferson County. There's the coveted Friday Night Rivals trophy. So Brody Purcell, and the offense come on out. Purcell hands the ball to Rozier. Rozier turns the corner, heads upfield. Nice 15, 16-yard run. Marcus Rozier hadn't carried the ball all that much heading into tonight's ball game, but due to injuries,
since Arius Burt went down.
I mean, he's not even listed as a running back on our roster. He's defensive end linebacker. He's a junior, but looking good, toting the rock out there. Ball now at the NFC 49-yard line. 2:30 to go in this ball game. Rozier with the carry. This time goes right through the line. Falls ahead for about 5 on the carry. Got another Rozier on the roster too. Number 22, Nathan, who's a 8th grader, listed as a running back linebacker. If there's a relation there. Rozier goes left, turns the corner. 40, 35, and out of bounds. Another first down for NFC. Rozier's going to come out for a breather. Don't blame him. Ariane LeMay comes in, an 8th grader. First and 10. LeMay has some trouble. Purcell picks it up. Ball is knocked away. Who's going to get it? Jefferson County falls on the ball.
Well, we've seen Purcell a couple times. Again, not an experienced kid at quarterback. We've seen him a couple times try to make it look like he's throwing the ball in an effort to get an incomplete pass instead of taking a loss there. And that's how he lost that ball, was trying to do that in that situation. And again, it's a kid with not a lot of experience back there.
Yeah, an 8th grader. Yep, ball comes out. Get a good look. And there's the recovery. Ball spotted now at the North Florida Christian 46-yard line. Malik Johnson and company come on out on offense. Again, Johnson with 5 touchdown passes tonight.
They don't have enough defensive backs out on that side.
Quick hit. Caught. On downfield. 17-yard gain. That's Trey Scott with the catch and run.
Holding on Jefferson County. He had trips out left. There were only 2 defensive backs out there for North Florida Christian. So they had a numbers advantage, which is why that play ended up like it did.
We're sorting out where they're going to be placing the ball. Now it's getting marched off. Ball now placed at the Jefferson County 45-yard line. 1:10 to go in this ball game. Tigers up 49-28 over North Florida Christian. Johnson. Quick pass, incomplete. Clock stops.
That time North Florida Christian tried to jump that route. Same formation they had last time. They tried to run the same exact play and almost got that route jumped for a pick 6. Now they're going to take a knee, it looks like.
And Johnson does take a knee. Clock will continue to tick. Now about 42 seconds to go.
One more play in this one.
Tigers will line up. Victory formation once again. There's a snap. And the knee. And that should be the last play.
We did it!
Let's go ahead and get a look at a highlight package for quarterback Malik Johnson. Saw that touchdown to Footman earlier. Oh, by the way, he is the Barano Heating and Air play of the game. A long run. This was huge. This is their second drive of the ball game. Touchdown pass that time to Miller. Another huge run. Bruising running back. We'll go ahead and set a break. Come on back for the rewarding of the Friday Night Rivals trophy right after this on Tallahassee CW. Welcome back to North Florida Christian. Once again, our final score, Jefferson County 49, North Florida Christian 28. Emily Peters is down on the field with the victorious Jefferson County Tigers squad. Emily.
Yes, thank you, Ben. Down here with Jefferson County, Barano Heating and Air's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Consolidated Dispatch Agency's champions. And of course, I have our player of the game, Malik. You did it all tonight. Yes, congratulations.
There they are. The first time we've seen them victorious and winning one of those Friday Night Rivals trophies. Great to see this program, and now 5-1, their best start in quite a while. It'll be a happy bus ride back home tonight for Jefferson County. Don't forget to tune in next Friday night. We'll be across town at Cox Stadium at 7 o'clock. Childs Timberwolves taking on Lincoln Trojans. Lincoln lost to Gadsden County tonight, their first loss of the season. They'll be looking to maybe take it out on Childs next Friday night, so tune in and make sure you see it. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. Thank you so much for watching us. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Carl Harper. He's the voice in my ear, and he's going to go on paternity leave. We're going to miss him. Carl, enjoy it. Get your rest while you can, and we'll talk to you at the end of the season with our final ball game.
I'm just happy you didn't say he's the voice in your head.
That's a different one. I call him Freddie.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and show you some highlights of tonight's game, and we will see you next Friday night.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsor partners: Barano Heating and Air, Consolidated Dispatch Agency, Warner Hyundai and Warner Kia, and Stubbs Roofing. To our great sponsor supporters: Anderson and Hart, Brian Barnard's Flooring America, Esposito Lawn and Garden Center, The Shoebox, and Weston Trawick. And finally, both participating high schools and their administrations for their support.